Good morning, y'all. Well, it's morning for me. It's 8:36. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this message real quick. Now, I'm gonna use myself as an example. And by the way, I'm sure y'all know about Welcome to Perfectly Imperfect, the place to be when you want to be free. I appreciate y'all. I swear, I love that y'all here and y'all helping me to co-create such a community of love and authenticity. Truthfully, it's only a few places in the world where you can get purity, and I want this to be a place of that. So I appreciate y'all for helping the motive. I really do. And for helping others. Y'all raw. I know that I have the tendency to kind of get fed up. I can get fed up with things. I can get annoyed with things. I can get kind of just pulled away from things rather quickly if my attention isn't kept. It's just a way I know that I am. And I later found though that usually tends to happen when in projects where I'm trying to seek perfection. If I'm working on something and I'm trying to seek perfection, I'll find myself kind of get aggravated with it or get fed up with the project or get annoyed, and it's forget it. So now here it is, I'm pretty much bailing on something, even if it's just for a temporary time. I'm leaving something because it's not what I want it to be, or it's not going the way that I want it to go, or it's not as perfect as I feel it should be at that time. And that's not good. That's not healthy at all. It's not to say that it's not normal, but I had to take accountability. It's not good. It's not good for yourself, Rockwell. If you want it to be good, you have to seek the good, even in the bad. So it was okay, let me start paying more attention to this when I notice, that it's happening or that it's going on, so that I can, be proactive about my healing and about making change. Because honestly, even with the podcast, for example, now if you listen to any number of episodes up to this point, as far as this season goes, you'll hear me stutter, you'll hear me get tongue-tied, you'll hear me laugh over words, you'll hear me say words that I'm not intending to say, but they're the words that are being thought to me, but because I don't say them, I jump over my words, or I mix them together and make new words, all type of stuff. Y'all be seeing the stuff that, y'all don't see it, but see, y'all hear the stuff that be going on. And I say that to say, before, in previous seasons, that's not something that y'all really got to witness or even know what's happening, because I would delete those portions right out of the video. I ain't finna let nothing like that go out into the world, because it's not perfect. It has to be pristine. This is perfectly imperfect, but it still has to be in an upstanding matter. I don't want to just put out no crap. And that's how I used to feel. But then in growth, it got to a point later, where we are now, where it's what, it can be pristine. It can be my very best work while still being imperfect. And that is okay, and it's just a point of growth, something to learn from. So I had to, or I didn't have to, but I chose to get to a point to where I was you know what, I'm not cutting out any more scenes. I'm not going to procrastinate any more shoots or any more episode drops or any more anything, because I feel it's not perfect enough for the people, because I feel it's not perfect enough for me to distribute for intake, when in all actuality it may be exactly what is needed for that person, or it may be exactly what is needed for the Lord's will. It could be exactly what is needed in this imperfect state, but I won't know unless I accept that it's not going to be perfect every time. It's not going to be perfect each and every time that you set out for it to look the way you want, or to sound the way you want, or to turn out the way you want. And in understanding that, things truthfully started to get easier for me to do. Now I'm able to, truthfully, whenever I feel called to say something, I just jump on the mic and say it. If I can't find my mic, I jump on my recorder or my iPad, I say it and then upload it, or something like that. And it makes me happy. It makes me happy, and it's like, I'm still pleased. I'm very much so pleased with my work because I'm basking in my growth. So that's why I've always said from the beginning, this is a journey that we're all taking together if you all choose to take it with me, because it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be straight line. Things are going to be staggered here. Nothing here is perfect. Everything is going to, I think the imperfection of certain things here is what draws people into it, because it's like, I don't want anyone to feel like you can't just be you. You can't just be you. Like, just be you, no matter how that is. If you somebody that got procrastination as one of your demons, hey, I know how it is, because I've also had that same battle and struggle. If you're someone who, snorts when you laugh, it's all good, because I snort when I laugh. It's when somebody making me like have a real good laugh. Oh my God, that thing be so ugly. You know what I'm saying? If you somebody that got a deep voice, a high-pitched voice, or if you somebody that, I don't know, whatever it is you feel about yourself that is your quirk and you feel like it's imperfect so you cannot put it out into the world, I challenge you to share it. Maybe not with the whole world, but with someone. Even if that's just you going into the mirror and doing it, or saying it, or being whatever it is you set out to be, and accepting it. Because that's all it really takes. Just a moment of acceptance. A moment of vulnerability. Truthfully, of nakedness, to just see what you are and embrace yourself for all that you are and the things that you aren't. And I promise it's okay. So, again, like I told y'all, it's a nice little 8:30 smooth in the morning. So I'm about to get out of here and roll back over on the cool side of the pillow. So I'm going to catch some G's. And yeah, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Enjoy.